Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey y'all, Clark here with another video. It's been so long, but I'm glad to be back now that I'm finally done with finals. And I'm going to talk to you guys about Game of Thrones Season 8. And I'm going to rant about episodes 3 and 4 and tell you guys what I thought. The highs, the lows, and yeah. So stay tuned. Couple things that I really liked about episode 3. Number one, it was awesome. I know a lot of people were complaining about how dark it was, but like at the same time, I feel like it being dark kind of made it a little bit more realistic, so I'm cool with that. That's fine, let it be dark. Everyone who I said was gonna die died. Lyanna Mormont, Beric, Jorah, Theon, Dolores Ed, they all died, and I said they would die, although I said a few more people, but we'll get to that, that's fine. I'm kind of happy that a few more people didn't die in hindsight, because at first I was like, more people died in the Battle of Hogwarts than the Battle of Winterfell. Let that sink in. But when I thought about it, I was like, okay, now that I've seen episode 4, I feel like if they had just killed everyone, it wouldn't have been as impactful. The people who died in episode 4, well, the person, their death wouldn't have been as like shocking as it was if everyone would have died in the previous episode. And I really like what they did with not killing Grey Worm and Missandei and letting them have that little taste of happiness, like all clear, we're all good, we gonna live, we going to retire, and then boom, snatch her head off. It's crazy. I was like, girl. And so a lot of people have been complaining about, oh my god, how did Missandei end up getting captured? But think about it. Sorry, I'm jumping. You know what? I'm jumping between episodes. Let me stop. I'll come back to that. So yeah, episode 3. So at first I was really upset about Arya killing the Night King because I was like, come on, this is ridiculous. This is not Avengers. Like, this is ridiculous. But when I thought about it, I'm like, okay, we all wanted Jon to kill the Night King in a mano-a-mano sword fight, but like that was expected. So if that had happened and Jon just beat the Night King, and that's that, like, either way, it would have been if that would have happened, that would have been so expected and kind of boring. Nothing really to talk about. So I think Arya killing the Night King was good. That was a good thing. I just, personally, how they did it was kind of cringy. Yes, it was cringy. It was like, so she's just gonna jump out, materialize out of thin air. Literally, Arya materialized. What? Like, and it just, the whole Arya killing the Night King bothered me at first because, you know, you have the whole Azor Ahai prophecy, you have the prince who was promised, you had all this build up about Jon's true parents, and, you know, the Red Priest preaching that Daenerys is the princess who was promised, and then you have Melisandre saying that it's Jon, and then you had all this stuff and this prophecy, and it's like all of that meant absolutely nothing. Why was Jon brought back to life? What was his purpose? Like, I guess now we're to think that his purpose is to be the king. Like, that's why the Lord of Light brought him back, but it was implied that he was brought back to, you know, to save the world, but then they give that to Arya. So it was just a lot. It was just kind of weird to me, and it felt kind of fan servicey, feminist, girl power. Yeah, Arya kills the Night King, she's gonna do everything. But hopefully this puts to rest all of you people who are saying that Arya's gonna take Jaime's face and kill Cersei. And I hope y'all will kill all that noise now that you've seen that Arya killed the Night King. They're not going to give her both big kills in the series. That would be ridiculous. That would be cartoonish. That would just be really, really bad. That would be awful writing. I would say I would stop watching, but there's only 2 episodes left. So yeah, I'm going to criticize what they did with Jon in episode 3. Like, okay, fine, don't let him kill the Night King, but at least let him be useful. Don't make him scream at a dragon and that's about it. Like, come on. Sam should have died. He was whack. He really made me upset. I'm fine with what they did with all the other characters. Jorah had a good death. Theon had a good death. That's fine. It's fine. But the whole Arya materializing out of thin air, they could have done that a little bit better. But I'm done. That whole Night King blase mumbo jumbo is done with, because that's not really the essence of what Game of Thrones is about. Game of Thrones is literally about the Game of Thrones, and that really doesn't concern the Night King. The real true villain of the story is Cersei Lannister, and that's fine. Yes, episode 4 rant. So So it starts off with Jon giving his little speech, and I give his speech probably like a C plus. It was an okay speech. It didn't move me any type of way. It was just a C plus. It's fine. So they burn the bodies. It should have been way more bodies, but that's fine as well. They could have photoshopped some more in. They have this great feast, and they're really trying to lay it on thick that Daenerys is becoming this mad queen. They have her looking all crazy while Tormund is bigging up Jon, saying, you know, Jon's a king, blah, blah, blah. She's looking crazy. She's looking mad jealous. You see the dragon rising up. They zoom in on Varys' face to let us know that Varys is noticing what's going on with her. Yeah, that's fine too. I really think I just don't see, like, what has Daenerys really done so wrong that people think she's crazy? Like, she really hasn't done anything, and I can kind of see her impulses, her fire and blood, you know, her blood's starting to boil a little bit. And so, yeah, you know, they got her begging Jon. A lot of feminists had a problem with that. I didn't have a problem with that. Like, sometimes people beg people when they're in love. It doesn't make you any less of a powerful or a strong woman. Like, get out of here with all that. That's fine. Yeah, so her plot this episode, you know, I liked the episode. I thought it was kind of crazy how Euron was able to just shoot the dragon out of the sky with his first 3 shots but miss the other 40 right after that. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, so back to the beginning. So the feast, you have the Sansa and the Hounds reunion, which I really liked. You have Jaime and Brienne hooking up, which I did not see coming. I kind of thought that the extent of their relationship was just going to be like a very what could have been, what almost was, and like the knighting scene was good enough. But they took it there, and that's fine. So Jaime and Brienne are boyfriend and girlfriend. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, I thought Tormund being heartbroken was really funny. It was kind of hilarious. I loved it. And yeah, so all this stuff is good. The middle of the episode, it gets kind of fuzzy. So I guess, you know, Daenerys, she begs Jon not to tell anyone. He tells him anyway, and I'm not really mad at him for doing that because those are his siblings. Like, he, you know, if he is who he is, why can't he tell people? Like, so what? I mean, Daenerys, like, hey. And I just don't understand why they don't just get married. Like, seriously. You should just get married. Just shut up and get married. They're honestly really getting on my nerves. And I'm kind of upset because I don't think they're going to do the pregnancy plot point that they set up all last season by talking about how she couldn't have children. And now it doesn't seem like she's going to have any children before this is over. Like, it seems like she's going to be dead. Varys is trying to kill her. Cersei's trying to kill her, so maybe she won't have a child. But like, the writers are kind of blowing me because like, y'all are setting up all these plot points and not seeing them through. But whatever, that's fine. She loses the dragon. Missandei gets captured. They don't see Euron's big old fleet just right around the corner of the rock. That's fine, whatever. I don't have a problem with how Missandei got captured because whenever they first saw Euron's fleet, Grey Worm did yell at Missandei to go get in a skiff. And for those people who don't know what that means, those are like the little life rafts that people have on the side of the boats. So think about it. If Missandei had gotten to a raft before the action started, she probably got captured from that raft. Everybody else who washed up on the beach, they had to jump off the boat because the boats were destroyed. So yes, Missandei was in a raft by herself. Everyone else jumped off the ship. That's how Missandei was able to get captured. It makes sense in my head. I don't know why other people don't get it. And plus, you know, they've seen Missandei before. They know that's Daenerys' best friend. They know that's a good hostage. So it's not that just out of the scope of the imagination how she would get captured. Like, to me, it makes perfect sense, but fine. Missandei getting her head chopped off by the mountain was... I just felt so bad for Grey Worm. I didn't really feel that bad for Dany. Because, so at the beginning, when Tyrion and Varys are having all these conversations, I'm just thinking, like... Dang, you know, yeah, Daenerys, you know, she needs to chill out. She burned the tar leaves. Like, she doesn't need to burn King's Landing. Like, Dany, chill. They're thinking you're a mad queen. I know you're not, but chill, sis. Just come, bring it in, bring it back in. When they cut Missandei's head out, I said, burn them all. Burn them all. Kill them all. Like, Dracarys rain fire down upon their heads. I want Daenerys to kill everybody. I don't care about the people in King's Landing. Burn them all. Burn Varys too. I think that Tyrion is going to snitch on Varys for being treasonous, and Varys is going to, because there's a picture of Varys talking to Jon. I guess Jon is pulling up on Dragonstone. Varys is gonna say something, but I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that in my next video. But yeah, burn them all. By all means, burn them all. I think, look, Grey Worm's face, Masande saying, burn them all, Danny. Who cares if they think you're the Mad Queen? Burn them all. They gotta stop telling her not to do anything when, like, everything they're saying is just hurting her. Like, she's losing listening to all these people. Burn them all. On period. Burn them all. Seriously. So yeah, I think episode 3 and 4 were good episodes. Like, people gotta stop complaining about everything because y'all are sucking the fun out of it. Yes, Arya materialized out of thin air to kill the Night King. Yes, she did. Yes, Euron was able to sneak up on them with 1,000 ships and shoot the dragon, whose skin is supposed to be like armor itself, out of the sky with 3 lucky shots. Yes, it was a bit ridiculous. But, like, come on. And they're also trying to make Daenerys the Mad Queen overnight. But we have to realize we already have a Mad Queen that has blown up stuff. And we have a Mad Queen. Her name is Cersei Lannister. And another thing. Speaking of Cersei Lannister and her being the Mad Queen. Our dear friend Jaime. Look. Jaime is not going back to get with Cersei. Okay, do you remember in season 1, you know, I've been hearing a lot of people make this comparison. When Nymeria, which is Arya's direwolf, bit Joffrey, and Arya wanted to save Nymeria's life, and she threw the rock at her, and she was like, go, run away. And Nymeria ran away. That's what Jaime did to Brienne. He threw the rock at her to save her. He doesn't want her to go and follow him. He knows that he is hateful and Cersei is hateful, and he is the only one that can put a stop to her. He had to be an asshole and tell her all these things to basically, it's not me, it's you, her. Like, I'm the bad guy. I don't deserve to be with you. Just when I die with Cersei, when I give up my life to kill Cersei and end all this, because you gotta think about it. Jaime leaves when he hears that Cersei is winning. Not that Cersei is in trouble. He hears that Cersei is winning. And he also knows from Bronn that Cersei wants him dead and trying to kill him. Jaime is not going to get back with Cersei. He is going to kill her. I'm telling you. He's the only one. He's the only one hateful enough. He's the only one who knows her like no other. They came in this world together in the same womb. They're going out together. I'm telling you, he did not. I know Brienne, we all felt bad for our good sis Brienne the Stallion outside her house, co-crying and stuff. We've all been there. Trust me, Brienne. We've all been there. But girl, he just has to die with her. He has to kill her. He is the King Slayer. He's about to be the Queen Slayer. Last time he killed the king, he was saving King's Landing. I think this time, history will repeat itself. Jaime will have to kill Cersei to save the city. Because all this buildup, all this character arc of Jaime that we've seen, they're not going to just destroy it just by having him go back to be Cersei's boo. If they do that, I'm done with them. Even though the show's done, I'm done with them. Seriously. Stay tuned for my next video, and I'm going to predict what I think will happen in the penultimate episode, Season 8, Episode 5, the second to last episode of Game of Thrones ever. Oh my god, I'm so sad. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment down below, and subscribe, and tell me what you guys thought.